In my curiosity and interest, I went home and found that there was a creature called the Kapre.
Kapre.
And it lives in the mountains in the Philippines. And it's possible we had a Kapre sighting right here. They don't attack people, especially men. They like women. That's probably why they wanted me gone. They're not really ferocious. They smoke like cigars or pipes or something, but this didn't smoke. There was no smoke coming. There was just something like hanging out over there, and it wasn't human. And like I said in my blog, I thought I saw like a Bigfoot. There's this wild thing over here. Maybe it's a wild boar or something, a wild pig. Whoops. We're gonna look in these bushes. There's something really wild over here. I don't know what it was. It was big. And we're looking for it. It's spooky. Spooky in the jungle. And it was big. I mean, when I stopped, I saw this thing over here. It's like a big monster. I don't know what that thing was. I was kind of shocked when I saw this big black object, like a Bigfoot. It was like hanging out over here. And just out of my blog, I said, I think there's a Bigfoot over here, because that's what I saw. I saw a Kapre. And it looks just like a Bigfoot. It's 7 to 9 feet tall. It's hairy. It's black. It's kind of smelly. It lives in the mountains. It's kind of a recluse creature. One of the weird things is that the Kapre can change. You can hear the buzzing in the jungle. It's lush jungle right here. There's lots of wild creatures. But the Kapre, they can go ahead and change images. They can become like that bumblebee attacking me, saying, "Get out of here." You know, living in the Philippines, there's a bumblebee. Now get out of here, bumblebee. You're been attacked by a bumblebee. And you gotta find things to do besides being attacked by bumblebees. Or they can become like that gorilla or ape. Or they can change into that big bird, that big crow that was above my head yelling at me. I was kind of shocked when I saw this big black object, like a Bigfoot. It was like hanging out over here. Do you believe in Bigfoot? There's a big bird up there. Where are you, bird? A big black bird yelling at me. Oh, shush. We're looking for Bigfoot. Where's Bigfoot? I think he's here somewhere in the jungle. I was here and I was hostile. There was things telling me like, get out of here. And the more they said, get out of here, the more I said, let's see what's happening here. We like Bigfoot. We've never heard of a Bigfoot in the Philippines, but we'd like to see one. The Kapre especially chases women and young girls. And I don't think it likes men, so it doesn't really chase us guys. But I guess it chases them through the jungle, the mountains, the forest like this. And it disorients them. I'm not sure exactly what they do, but they like women. They're attracted to women. And I think that they're not attracted to big males, especially foreigners. You know, coming from the US, I never know this kind of things. I never experienced these things. I've heard of the Bigfoot, but I don't know what this Kapre really is. So I'm reading more and more about this thing, what it does. And I guess there's a fable thing that if you want to go ahead and scare the Kapre out, you got to take your shirt off, turn it inside out, and then the Kapre will be scared and will go away. The Kapre is a large, filthy, stinky, hairy creature, dark. It's either brown or black. I saw something black over there, and it was big, like 7 to 9 feet tall. It was like as big as me or bigger, and a little bit bigger. And it was creepy, and it was a little scary. But you know, I'm a big guy, so I just say like, come on, like if you want to attack me, I'm here, like, let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
But they dwell in these trees and these bushes, and they don't really like us people around. They don't really like people just hanging out. Like, I stopped my motorcycle on my ride, and I had no idea this thing was even here. It's a beautiful area here, and I just love this. There's lots of shade, there's lots of trees. It's very lush, it's very beautiful. And that's why I stop here. Maybe that's why the Kapre stopped here. There's another bee flying around me right now. I hope that's not the Kapre. But it's really a crazy thing how these objects are. And I'm getting attacked right now by a Kapre. No, I don't know. And I don't see a Kapre today, thank goodness. But if I did, I would definitely film it. In order to scare the Kapre away, you must say these words, tabi tabi po, tabi tabi po, and that will scare the monster away. And they're not supposed to be overly aggressive. So possibly a more friendly creature, thank goodness. But it's like, maybe like an alien kind of creature. But who knows what it is. I never heard of this thing until I went home and studied it. And people tell me that like lots of Philippine people know about this creature. And it's a creature well known. However, I never heard about it. I never seen it. I never knew anything about what this thing was. Studying more about this creature, it doesn't like noises. And my motorcycle at the time was very loud. It was a Husqvarna, has that loud expansion pipe on it. And I got off the bike and the thing did not want me here. And I hear a bird right above my head right now. Hopefully that's not it, but it doesn't like loud noises. And I was blogging and I was being a little bit loud. And my voice, I don't think the thing liked my voice at all. Where are the Kapre found? They're found here in the mountains, deep in the mountains, in the trees. There's trees all around us. They like these trees. They like the shade. They like the bush. This is a very nice place. Do you know, one time, not recently, in the past year, I wanted to come to this spot, this exact spot, probably where the Kapre lives. And I wanted to go camping for the night. Can you imagine if I put my tent right here? I just put my tent right here at night, and then the Kapre is like, what are you doing in my area? I'm right here where the thing probably sleeps or whatever it does. And I'm sure that Kapre would not be happy with me if I was pitching my tent right here. It'd probably send a lot of snakes or something to bite me. But I probably won't come back to this spot and camp, that's for sure, knowing what I know now. It's kind of dangerous, you know. It's kind of dangerous camping anywhere really alone. But it's a wild place and it's a crazy place. And there's possibly Kapres living right here in this jungle, this remote jungle mountain of the Philippines. It's really beautiful. It's really gorgeous. And there's lots of trees. It's really a nice place. Nice place for the Kapre. Do you believe in the Kapre? Do you believe? I believe.
Yes, I do. Ooh, Kapre.
Just 2 days ago, I stopped my motorcycle in this exact spot in the wilderness, right here in the mountains. And I saw a creature. There's a creature right over here, right over there. It was in the bushes. It was tall. It was very tall. It was like 7 to 9 feet tall, black and hairy. And I'm like, what is this thing? And it was crazy. And it might have turned into a bird. It was screaming at me. And I went home and I studied it. And guess what? In the Philippines, they have this creature that lives in these areas like this in the mountains called the Kapre.
The Kapre.
And it's possible. It's possible I saw a Kapre. I had no idea what that was. I never experienced one of those things. I never knew what a Kapre was. However, this day, just 2 days ago, right here, right in these bushes, I think I saw
A Kapre.